Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad you're here this Thursday morning. Got a great show lined up. You're really going to enjoy today's show. But first, our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center. Today's high is going to be 57, low is going to be 34. Water temperature hanging there at 62 degrees. So everything looking good there. I'm going to skip the river readings today because they're the same way they have been the last 2 days. They're going to start dropping out a little bit. I'll show them again tomorrow one more time. The tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn Funeral Home and Cemetery, and their motto is when carrying counts. Looking at a low tide at 457 and high tide at 348. Good strong tides to fish on, and this weather's going to be some good speckled trout fishing. Okay, now the biggest deal I want to talk about, we're going to introduce this video, and let me go ahead and get to that now. But let me do the fishing game times first. Our fishing game, I'm just going to hold them up right here. We're looking at our times at 9:48 a.m. to 11:48, and also tonight 10:17 to 12:17. That's brought to us by Mark Coward of Edgewater Beach Realty. You know, in the history of television, all television shows always have spin-offs and all. You go back and all, and we started Panhandle Outdoors, Captain Roy and I did years ago, and then we split up, and I've had the show for a good while now, and I enjoy doing it. It's a lot of hard work, but a lot of fun work, and we get a lot of great feedback from you, the viewing audience. And big thing here on Fox 28, I have Jeff Peck behind the camera, and he just does a tremendous job on the board over there with the cameras and everything and directing it and all. So it's a small group, but it's a very hard-working group to bring you the best in outdoors. And you just never know who you're going to reach and all. Well, I've been very blessed to have my family's always been 110% behind me. And Whitney has come on the show before and enjoys the outdoors. All 5 of my grandkids enjoy the outdoors. Whitney just happens to be my oldest, so she's had more exposure. Well, guess what, folks? We're doing a spinoff. Our sister show is going to be Whitney, and we're going to start putting on the show. Well, of course, Walter's going to be producing, directing it and all. It's going to be called Cast and Call. It's going to come on Fox 28 on Sunday mornings, and it's going to be a good show. They've already started doing some video of it, and it's going to be a really good situation there. I'm excited for them. Around April 1st and all, I'm going to show you a video today that I've already gone red fishing with Justin Leake and Matt Smith and done a great video there. Whitney catches some nice redfish, and they're getting ready to do a turkey hunt, and they did an elk hunt. I mean, they're getting a lot of stuff in a small situation here in a small period of time. So I'm excited for them. I want y'all to I'm going to try to lead up to it each week and talk about what's going to be on the show every Sunday morning. A lot of people be getting ready for church and doing things like that. It's going to be a faith-based show, and Whitney, I know she's going to do a good job with it. I know they've already got some supporters and sponsors, and I'm excited about it. I'm beyond excited, and I know they're going to work hard at it. So I want to ask for your viewership. Give them a shot on a lot of times on Sunday morning. It's sort of a downtime. As far as getting ready to do things and all, I just sort of catch my breath and relax on Sunday morning and get a cup of coffee. So I'm going to certainly enjoy it myself. And they're going to be doing videos, and I'll show you excerpts from their videos, and they'll be showing excerpts from mine. It's going to be a great situation. So anyway, let's take this break. We're going to come back and watch this video. They're going to be on Cast and Call.
All right, we're going fishing with Panama City Inshore with Mr. Matt and Mr. Justin, and I'm super excited. I can't wait to get out on the water and see what we're gonna do today, and I can't wait to get started.
Of the day. There you go. All right, Whitney, real quick, gear talk. What we're going to use is a 7-foot medium action spinning rod. This is a Temple Fork Outfitters 7-foot rod. This is 10-pound braided line on a 3,000 size spool. Now what does all that mean? It means this thing will cast a light lure like this DOA airhead. It'll cast it a long ways. This light braided line on a 7-foot rod will cast a long ways. These redfish are going to be in a foot or less of water. When we're fishing them in that shallow water, we need to be quiet. We need to be able to cast a long ways. The water's been pretty cool lately, and we got a nice sunny day where we can see them well. And then also this bright sunshine is going to warm these flats up as the day goes on. So these fish are going to move up extremely shallow, and that's going to let us see them and ultimately be able to cast to them and catch them.
Did you know that the all-tackle redfish world record was caught in Hatteras, North Carolina in 1984, and that big boy weighed a whopping 94 pounds? And we'll be right back. Thanks for watching our show. We're just about to make our first cast for redfish in the shallow flats in a bay in Northwest Florida. And Captain Justin Leak of PanamaCityInshore.com is doing a great job in showing me the finer points of fishing.
Just kind of slowly drag it back into the fish, or out in front of the fish. But when they grab this thing and you feel them pull, you want to pull back and set them up. Practice. Get in there and get it right. Couple of them. Being pushing. One more long cast. Oh, here's the school right over here to the right. Hold on, walk through. All right, look. Make it long. Yeah, Matt. You see them up there? Yeah, yeah. That's the big one. Good, they're right where they're supposed to be. Catch them. Now just hold on tight just a sec. See them right there? Matt, yeah, come on, start pulling. I'm going to have to chase them a little bit. Dang, they're on the move, dude. Go ahead. Come on. Sometimes you tilt your head one way or the other, the polarization in your glasses will work better.
Oh, I see it.
So I always try to tilt my head till I knock as much glare off the water as possible.
Whoa, that really does work.
If you're sitting on your couch watching this, you can't test it out from your house. You got to get out on the water and tilt that head.
That's really cool.
Really works on days where your visibility's not as good, cloudy.
Yeah, that's not.
Got them. They're pushing from left to right, coming my way.
Oh, there's more. I know there's about 100 off to the right.
I'm about to catch one.
Power pole down here.
School, here they come at me. I'm about to catch one.
There we go.
Get in. Come on.
All right, it's real tight. There you go. Excellent. And then just follow him around. He's probably gonna go around the boat. You just don't want to let the line hit the boat. Oh, come off right there. You can see it right there. It came off right there. Oh well, Matt's got one on. Put him in the live well for now. Okay. Right. Here we go. Red fish.
Now we'll be right back with more red fishing in Northwest Florida with PanamaCityInshore.com on Panhandle Outdoors. Thank you for doing business with our sponsors, and don't forget to tell them that you saw them on our show. Now back to our red fishing trip with Captains Justin Leake and Matt Smith of PanamaCityInshore.com.
Just go make a long cast. That's good. That's a perfect cast. All right, close it and start to reel it, start to reel it, start to reel it. Nice and easy now. Nice, easy reel. I can see some kind of shadow. I can't tell what it is. Whitney, since you're a deer hunter, you'll understand this. A lot of this is just like seeing a big buck in the woods. Very seldom do you ever just see that big buck, every bit of his body standing out. You see a tail, see a tip of his horn, his chest, his nose, his ear flicker. That's all we see a lot of times when we see these fish. Hold your rod up high. Here, hold on. When you're waving it around like that, when you go down, it's winding slack line on the reel. So hold it up high, okay, and then just kind of wind it steady. That's it. And that'll put the line back on the spool nice and smooth. Big school of fish. They're big too. Yeah, let's hang tight for a minute. I think they're gonna wind right around the front of the... Right in that trough, I just saw another one. They're just staying out of range. In front of you, about 80 yards, they just rolled again. Okay. Big. Keep going. About halfway between us and that bar? Between you and that other boat, yeah, keep going on the line of that other boat. Oh, okay, so pull towards. Yeah, watch, he just rolled. They're big fish, and they're just rolling and feeding. Just got to get to where you can see him. He just lit up out there. I think I see him, Justin. Right here, 1 o'clock of me. Still, you got about 2 or 3 casting lengths ahead. Watching, we've got a school of fish up here in front of the boat, and we're trying to get up close enough in range, but not move too quickly, make too much noise, too much movement, to be able to get a cast in close enough to hopefully get one to eat. A lot like hunting, as you can see. Yeah, straight, just make the cast. They're right in front of the boat. You're in them. All right, now start to reel, Slowly, just kind of. Got him. All right. You got him. Whitney. Slow and steady. Just keep constant pressure. There you go. There we go. Got 2 on. All right. Nice, guys.
All right, I see mine. I'm gonna come.
Yep, you're good. That's it. Here, no, just take your time with him. Don't. Just let him run. He'll take some line and run. Just let him do it. What do you think, Whitney? Hey, Matt, I still got 20 right here on me. Cool. I'm good. I don't want to foul you up. Oh yeah, they're still all right in front of the boat. This is the school we wanted right here. Bingo. All right, I'm going to start coming in for the close-up. All right, hey, look, when you get your cast, just be on me. They're not going over the bar, they're right in front of us right here.
For once, I'm not going to let a fish distract me, and I'm going to try to do good by the cameraman.
Keep rod down low. That's it. That's it. Keep rod down low. Just don't let it hit the boat. That's it. Reel them up. There it is. That's it. No, don't want them anymore. You just lift them up a little bit. What a pig!
What a pig.
That's it. Here. Don't pull on them real hard.
Right. Oh, man.
That's one of the defective bent rods right there. She's got an angry one on up there too. Alright, Whitney. Turn around. Smile.
That's awesome.
That's probably just over the slot.
I'd say so.
That's about a 27.5, 28-inch redfish.
Wow.
Beautiful fish.
I want to hold him, but I want to reel this one in.
Do you want to take them?
Sure.
Alright. This is yours right here anyway, so. I just put both hands up under him. Here, there. Just let he'll stay pretty still.
That's awesome. He's croaking.
Could you see them all out there when we were casting over there?
I saw 'em.
Cool. The good news is, I think they're all still right up here in front of us. And you can just set him in the water and hold him by his tail, and then just let him swim off.
That's so cool.
I don't know if you might have to lay down probably.
Kind of hold on to his tail around the base.
Yeah.
That way he stays
Set him in the water and
upright.
just hold him by his tail.
Want to just kind of revive him a little bit.
That's right. Just so you can let go of his head side. As long as he swims off, he'll be in good shape. Go for hold.
There he goes.
There's another one right there, beauty.
Redfish are funny. Sometimes you have to, just like Whitney was reviving the fish in the water, put a redfish in a live well. He doesn't always have his bearings, and you got to support him.
Both those fish we just caught are upper slot fish. One of them's just within the slot. That's the perfect tournament fish. You know, it's just under 27 inches. Our redfish here in Florida got to be between 18 and 27 inches. And this is a tournament angler's dream. These fish are all going to be, you know, a ½ inch under the slot, 26.5 inches to about 28 inches. So you could pull through some of these fish right here, find some nice tournament fish. Whitney, this is the only time your dad will encourage you to go to the bar, the sandbar.
Captain Justin has a great sense of humor, and he knows a lot about fishing. Now don't change the channel or fast forward through these commercials. We'll be right back. Alright, we're about to wrap up our fishing trip with PanamaCityInshore.com. But before you go, make sure you check out our website, Facebook, and Instagram page so you can keep up with where we are and what we're doing. We would love to meet every viewer face to face. We just hope that there's more than 10 of you.
Before they kind of interrupted our party, was see how this bar, this shallower water, see how it's lighter colored right here? And it angles into the beach to that big tree. So you can see there's another shallow bar. So it's a lot like deer hunting where you try to hunt like a pinch point. It's exactly what this is. See, these redfish don't want to go up over this real shallow bar, so they'll kind of follow this trough right in here to the bank.
This is what everybody wants to do. It's what made shallow water fishing really such a...
I mean, because you can go to the Keys and go bone fishing down there, and it's not going to be any different than what you just did. As far as, you know, seeing the fish, throwing up there, the size of them, you know, the fast screaming drag off the reel. It's really just like bone fishing. The only difference is these are actually good to eat too.
Yep. One of the biggest challenges is determining where the fish are in a relatively short amount of time. Have big open expanses of water, and that comes down to understanding the tide and where that will place the fish on any given day depending on the area. And so you really are going against time to quickly figure out where those fish are and then be able to keep up with them, because they're constantly on the move, moving in, moving out, feeding. And so that's why we move so much. Sitting in one spot a lot of times just isn't as productive.
Yep. You're looking right at them. That's it. They're right out there in them. That's perfect. All right, you're right in them. You're right in. All right, go ahead and close it. Reel down on them. Reel down. You're in them. You're in them. Get them. There you go.
Got him, got him, got him, got him.
Nice. I can see him way out there on the surface.
I see him.
Golly, look at him. Looks like a tank out there. All right.
If you want to have a great time red fishing, you have to go with the guys at PanamaCityInshore.com.
We've had a great day on the bay. A lot of times people see film like this and think it just automatically comes together. At the end of the day, there's hundreds of hours, if not thousands of hours, we put in out here over the course of a year to stay on top of these fish and be able to come to the location and catch fish like we did today. Our bay system is actually comprised of 4 different bays, which total about 169,000 acres of water. That gives you an idea of how expansive, how vast it is, and it changes every day and is different all through the different seasons. So it's really an accomplishment to be able to stay on top of the fish through all the seasons and really dissect this amount of water. You can see how much water there is out here just behind us.
We just wrapped up our fishing trip. I had a lot of fun red fishing out on the bay with Mr. Matt and Mr. Justin with PanamaCityInshore.com. Thanks for watching Panhandle Outdoors.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.